So hi friends, today we'll be discussing what is an epsilon greedy approach in reinforcement learning. So basically, epsilon greedy approach is a method. It can be taken as a policy by which an agent chooses which action he should be taking up next. So what we are trying to do in epsilon greedy approach is that we are trying to maintain a trade-off between the explore and exploit approaches. So sometimes we would be considering explore, sometimes we would be considering exploit. How? So we'll be setting up a factor, constant fraction between 0 to 1, that would be called as an epsilon. Now we'll be generating a random number. Once if that number is less than the epsilon, then we will be taking some random action, else we will be taking some greedy action. So you understand how epsilon greedy approach helps us in maintaining a trade-off between explore and exploit approaches. So as we would be exploring different options from time to time, but not always, and similarly we would be going for greedy approaches mostly, but not always. Now in case of epsilon greedy approach, mostly how it is implemented is we set up a epsilon very high initially, and gradually while training we would be reducing this epsilon. So at that time the agent would be very clear which he would be exploring path, random paths initially, and eventually as time passes out, he would be exploring less and exploiting more, as he would have explored many paths initially. So as he would be now knowing which path is the best path to follow.